Hi, this is Philip Dahlheimer with the Viral Publicity. We're here at Ventano's Italian Grill in Henderson for another business-to-business mixer. And I am here with Sandi Cohen of
Xango International.
Xango International. I saw the video, but explain to our audience a bit more about what that all is about.
Xango International is a young company. We'll be 8 years old in November. And we are actually probably one of the premier wellness companies in the world. We're in about 35 countries right now.
Yeah, and the video described the specific fruit that we were just talking about. So explain to our audience a bit more about that.
Xango actually launched in November of 2002, a category creator with a fruit that grows in Southeast Asia. It's actually the national fruit of Thailand, called mangosteen. And they've been using mangosteen, no relation to the mango, by the way. They've been using mangosteen since the Ming Dynasty. Healers have used it to heal everything from malaria to dysentery, diarrhea, diabetes. And we're the first company to launch that category of a commercially available product in a liquid form that has the whole fruit puree of the mangosteen the way nature intended.
Right. So how do people go about getting that?
Oh, they have to call me or email me or Facebook me or Twitter me.
So as I was seeing from the video, there's they can actually become a distributor of this and buy it, both of them. Is that correct?
Yes. And you can actually just become a customer if you choose and just buy it wholesale. And most people drink at least an ounce or two or three times a day. The healing benefits for me personally have been just amazing. My husband happens to be a pharmacist, and we have a chain of pharmacies in Philadelphia and a medical and surgical supply business. And I suffered with severe migraine headaches for 31 years, living on some serious controlled drugs, legally, of course. And 8 years ago, they actually thought I had a brain tumor. It was that bad. And I went for the MRI, and thank goodness there was no brain tumor, because
thank goodness.
Migraine tumor, I'd rather take the migraines. And 2 weeks later, somebody introduced me to this mangosteen juice called Xango. And my husband looked at the research, and it happens to be a COX-2 inhibitor, which means that it addresses the inflammation in the body that is the root of all disease. So I started drinking about 2 ounces 3 times a day, and in 90 days, the headaches were gone. It's now about 7.5 years without a migraine and no drugs. Wow. Life-changing.
That's fantastic. So what does the mangosteen taste like? What's the flavor like?
What's interesting, most people expect it to taste nasty. So I guess I could say this, that my grandchildren started drinking Xango juice when they were 5 months old. So I think you'd know that you can't get a kid to drink something that tastes nasty.
It's got to have some sweetness to it for certain.
It tastes a little bit like, maybe like a cross between raspberries and cranberries. But very pleasant.
Very flavorful.
It's
Very
addicting.
Okay. So how do people get a hold of you to obtain this?
Well, they can email me, a pretty creative email. It's Sandi with an I at sandicohen.com. And not only can you be a customer, but in these turbulent economic times, if you're looking for a safety net, everybody knows there is no such thing as job security. I'm looking for probably about 5 or 6 people to mentor that would like to join me as members of the $1 Million Club within Xango. Okay. So if they'd like to have a conversation, I'd be more than willing to see what they are looking for to hopefully fit their needs.
Why can't the mangosteen fruit be imported into the United States?
At this point in time, in Southeast Asia, where the fruit grows, the rind of that fruit is so bitter that they do not need to use insecticides or pesticides. So you can't bring that into this country because of our agricultural laws. So we bring it. Xango is manufacturing partner is it's a multi-billion-dollar partner in Heidelberg, Germany. So what they do, they license the fields and the growers, and they actually arrange to have it flash frozen, and then they ship it into this country as a flash frozen puree with everything intact: the skin, the rind, the seeds, the pulp, the leaf. They just remove the stem.
So do you use social media to promote this in any way?
Oh, the hot buzzword, social media, of course. That's why I'm here.
The traditional media.
Yeah. You know, I really believe that even at our age, we have to understand trends. And business is different today, whether you have a traditional business or you have an online business or a home-based business. You need to be able to plug into what the trends are, and the internet and social networking is where it's at. That's all you hear about anymore. So we all have to learn how to do this, whether we do it kicking and screaming. We have to learn how.
And the whole point is to build your community.
Yeah. We all have a talent in something that somebody else could use that information. So it's about sharing what you have so that somebody else can benefit. And it comes back to you many times fold in return. Finding direct sales or network marketing has been a blessing for literally millions of people. And our hope is that people never give up on their dream because they can live life the way it should be.
Does Xango have other products?
Oh my goodness, yes. We have a new patented product that's also botanicals from Malaysia with patents that address an $80 billion prescription drug market. It's actually a vegetable capsule that you take in the morning. Okay. And most people will see a difference within 7 to 30 days. Dramatic. It's like turning back the clock. And we have one of the first product lines that's actually pure, green, clean, but very, very performance driven, that has no toxic or harsh chemicals. People typically will see a difference in their skin within the first application, and we're just launching a new vitamin that's patented that no one else has ever done before as far as helping the body against getting sick. So really unique product. So you can check out my website.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight at our Business Mixer. This is Philip Dahlheimer with Sandi Cohen, and we're here at the Viral Publicity Business to Business Mixer.